Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in.
So today we're talking We's new reality TV show that stars Matt Barnes and his on-again, off-again fiance, Anantha Sims. There was a trailer that was dropped, as well as like a 10-minute sneak peek. I believe the show premieres tomorrow, but it's a hot mess, you guys, and I don't know how this got greenlit. Maybe because Anantha's mom is Beverly Johnson. Like, I feel like that was like the selling point, because it is a disaster. Even just watching the trailer, watching what qualities Matt liked about Anantha, what qualities Anantha liked about Matt, and Matt basically said that he likes her because she worships his kids. And you know, she basically said that she likes him because of how he treats his kids, but not how he treats her kids, right? And then there is Matt really wants another kid badly. He said previously, prior to this show, that he wanted a girl. He really wants to have a girl. And you know, essentially the trailer implies that he'll sleep with anybody else to get them pregnant if Anantha does not want to move forward with having yet another child in her 40s, you guys. And it's just, the whole thing is just cringe. I don't like the way that, you know, they're speaking to each other. It's very disrespectful. They're trying to, like, frame that they're in counseling of sorts, but they're never on the same page, and it's just down to petty name-calling. And everything that Matt describes about Anantha is all about her physical attributes or something sexual. So there's like a scene where all the kids are at the dinner table and Matt's saying, "Oh, this taco tastes as good as you." You know, is always slapping Anantha's behind. And then we have in the trailer that Matt is in demand by older women, and that older women are throwing themselves at Matt Barnes. I am trying to figure out what is happening, because I need to see this delusion in real time. I need to take a flight out to Sacramento myself to see real time this alleged flirting that is taking place, where these women are allegedly throwing themselves at Matt. I need to see it in person, for real, because of all of the retired players in the NBA, right? I do not see Matt Barnes at the top of the list that people are, like, dying to hook up with, you guys. And then I might post in another video, because a few side chicks have come forward of some DMs, because Matt wants to make it seem like this whole situationship with Anantha, that he's been faithful this entire time, but that's BS, right? And he's going to basically frame it as though we were on a break, we weren't together then, and all of these things, but that's not true. And I just don't know how Anantha can take somebody back that said on Vlad TV that basically you and your kids made him uncomfortable, and his kids are uncomfortable with your kids. And basically this was a friends with benefits situationship that turned into a pregnancy, and he had to kick you out after quickly moving you in, because he thought he was doing the right thing since you were pregnant, and then kicked you out when things fell apart once again. And then the desperation from Anantha basically saying that she doesn't want to lose Matt again. Like this is a prize. It's so much dysfunction, right? And then he tries to throw a little thing at his ex-wife Gloria and trying to allege, you know, that they both quote-unquote cheated. And I just think it's hilarious, because it's like, at the end of the day, your son's coach for basketball is still Derek Fisher, your ex-wife's new husband, right? So nonetheless, we will see what happens. I feel like the only way the show is getting a season 2 is if they can get Gloria and Derek Fisher to sign on. because this, craziness where Matt is feeling himself and thinks that the ladies are all into him is delusion at its finest, you guys. Here's the thing. If Matt was in demand the way that he is making it seem, he would not have to be resorting to settling down with AnonymousRealityTVBlogger, you guys. Like, we need to keep it a buck, because I have no idea why she sounds like she has no clue what's happening. She sounds completely checked out of everything, and it's just very weird behavior. It is absolutely weird behavior. And then it feels like her kids in particular are being fed lines in the confessional and in the trailer and the sneak peek. It doesn't even sound like something they would say in real life. And it just makes sense. All of these social media posts from, yesteryear was all to be a part of the quote-unquote storyline for the show. But my conclusion of this is that the purpose of this show is really for Matt to build his case to get away from AnonymousRealityTV for good. What reality show, you guys, on these platforms that want to display their relationship and their kids and all these things, how many of these reality shows end up with these couples staying together forever? How many of these reality shows does this end up in divorce, or not even, moving forward with marriage, or cheating, or more people coming out the woodworks, right? More people being thirsty, right? And all of these things. Like, I don't know what to expect. And then you have Beverly Johnson in her 70s talking about her sex life and asking her daughter about her sex life. No. Not okay, not appropriate. This was just as bad as when Beyonce's mom was talking about her ex-husband and how much they were having sex. And I was like, people who need to do that, people who need to broadcast things like that, and then where does it leave you, right? We hear years later that it's over. We hear years later that the relationship or marriage is no more, right? Because anybody who wants to put their relationship on Front Street cannot handle it when the backlash happens. And this is the same announcer that Matt Barnes said in interviews basically likes to talk to blogs behind the scenes, likes to sell stories and put out false narratives. Like, he really dragged her up and down and front and back, and she is hanging on to dear life because she believes this is the best she can do, right? So nonetheless, this show is going to be Matt's, get away from her for good situation. And now they're trying to say, originally, Anonso was saying that there was no date for this wedding, that they were just going to do it on their own time. But now that the show is coming out, now all of a sudden there's a date. Now all of a sudden it's supposed to be next year. I think that is hogwash, and I think that is dependent on whether or not the show gets renewed. But I think Matt is about to get dragged, and Anansa is about to get dragged, and it's not going to be pretty, you guys. It is not going to be pretty at all, because they're going to see the dysfunction and the toxicity and wonder why in the heck are they even still a thing right now. So there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Did you guys see this trailer for the Barnes bunch? Matt's big return to reality TV. As you guys remember, he was on Basketball Wives with Gloria. That's like the other thing of this, right? I feel like everything's trying to like compete still with his ex-wife. And I feel like in that type of mentality, this is going to be a recipe for disaster, right? And as you can see, reality TV did not work the first time around, Matt. So why do you believe it's going to work this time around? And initially, when you were on reality TV the first time, you also were not married yet to Gloria, right? You guys had your own little on and off thing that was taking place then too. So this is like a cycle repeating itself, right? Where you're not married yet, you already have a kid together, you're trying to figure out left and right and all these things, but we see the red flags that is going to show this is not going to go the distance. And the only reason you'll stay together is to try to quote unquote prove the people wrong. But really, the real is Matt is waiting for somebody who is more high profile, who is more famous, is waiting, you know, for his quote unquote Rihanna, so that he can make a fast, you know, dash out of here, right? So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.